Hello Aquarius, this is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts with your reading for the second half of March from the 16th all the way through the 31st, your love forecast. So let's go ahead and take a look and see what's coming through here. General advice as always, so please keep that in mind throughout the reading. So the first half of this reading will be focused on the divine masculine. Even though I've got decks here with the reference to man and him, for all intents and purposes of this reading, divine masculine can represent male or female. It's just the energy that we're taking a look at here. All right, so representing the divine masculine energy. So let's get right into it. I'll be pulling from my Heart and Soul Love Oracle deck, the Thinking Man Oracle, as well as the Real Talk with Him deck. Okay, so let's begin, and we'll of course clarify with tarot. Starting with this deck here. So where is the divine masculine at on this journey, entering into the second half of the month for you, Aquarius? Angels and spirit guides, please. What is the opening message focusing on the masculine? We do have ascension coming through here. So it says we've hit rock bottom. We have nowhere to go but up. We've already been through the storm, the hard times, the gut-wrenching conversations. The reality of this is that we still love each other. Let's get back into our divine alignment. I'm ready to experience the highest level of unconditional love with you. Let's do this. This is where the masculine is at. They're ready for that ascension. Okay. And the bottom of the deck, we've got hope coming through here. So it says, we all know what it feels like to be disappointed, heartbroken, left empty by promises that remain unkept. Then one day, life hands you a glimmer of hope that you're not meant to live this life disappointed, heartbroken, and empty. It never feels like it at the time, but the journey is always worth it. And maybe there's a part of you that's able to relate to that, that even though things might have gone awry between you and your masculine, especially if you are representing the divine feminine energy in this relationship, maybe there really is still hope that the two of you can work this out. All right, so let's go ahead and grab some words from the masculine here. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Aquarius, representing the masculine energy. What does the masculine want to say to the divine feminine? Ooh, look at this one. Telepathic communication between us is making me horny. Talk dirty to me. All right, so there could be that type of interaction between you and your masculine. You guys might have also enjoyed sexting, for example. But if you guys are at a distance from one another and not really interacting, for example, in the 3D world, then part of this telepathic communication could be through your dreams or 5D interaction. All right, let's grab another. Let's grab another message from the masculine here. I want to be yours and yours alone. Will you let me be that man for you? So again, it says man, but it could be woman as well. Okay, so let's grab one message from the Real Talk with Him deck, and then we'll clarify with some tarot messages here. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Aquarius, focusing on the divine masculine right now. All right, we've got a couple of messages coming through. We'll take them. I've fallen madly, deeply in love with you. Just have patience with me until I get the courage to tell you. So that could be clarification for the divine feminines here, that they really do love you. Then this one came through with it. We can't be together due to complicated circumstances beyond our control, but I believe the universe is on our side to help us find our way back. No matter where we go from here, just know that I will always love you, or I will love you always. Wow. Those are some powerful messages coming through here from the masculine, divine feminine. So whatever these complicated circumstances are, that could ultimately be where this hope comes in, letting you guys know that maybe part of the journey might just lead you guys back towards each other. So let's grab some insight here. I'm going to go ahead and pull. Actually, I want to use a different deck here. One second. I want to go ahead and pull from my Modern Day Seers Tarot and Oracle. Tarot with a twist. If you're not familiar with this particular deck that I created, it's one that I did create for advanced beginners of tarot wanting to learn how to read tarot for yourselves. So the majority of the cards, it has upright and reversed meanings. And the twist here to challenge advanced beginners is I've also added new oracle messages as well as new court cards. And that's where the modern part comes in. All right, so let's go ahead and grab some advice. Focusing once again on the Divine Masculine. We've got the Five of Pentacles right here. So this represents the struggles that the masculine has been going through since the separation, since you guys have hit rock bottom, as it says right here through the Ascension card, the struggles they've been through, the worries, the what if thoughts, the breakup. Typical interpretation of the Five of Pentacles is someone who feels left out in the cold, someone who is unable to communicate their feelings right now anyway in the 3D. And they are acknowledging as well, Divine Feminine, that there are certain cycles between the two of you that really have phased out. It has completed, but that might actually be a good thing because there are certain aspects of this partnership that were challenging perhaps. Otherwise, you guys would still be together. You know, there wouldn't have to be this energy of the Five of Pentacles if everything was just perfect and wonderful. But I really do take a look at the World card as a couple of doors. One door needs to close, the other one needs to open in order to offer fulfillment and to welcome in all of the possibilities that can be offered to this masculine. So it can still work itself out, I feel. At least they're being I can't speak. At least they're trying to be optimistic about how things can work out. And they're telling you here, no matter where we go from here, just know that I will love you always. They are madly, deeply in love with you, as we can see there. And so time is required, patience is required. Okay. We do have the Four of Cups coming in, so they recognize the disconnectedness between the two of you. They've got some regrets, maybe over things that they've said or done. You know, they're telling you here that they still think about you, Divine Feminine. They could be fantasizing about you clearly. I mean, telepathic communication, you know, sexual fantasies that they might be having about you. But there's a part of them too that recognizes that they have a window of opportunity to create movement, to take action. And ultimately, if they don't take action, if they don't do anything about this in the 3D, then it really can possibly be one of those situations where it's a missed opportunity. So we do have the Saber of Air coming in, and it says time to clean house. Cut toxicity out of your life. Bad relationships, whether romantic in nature, friendships, or unhealthy family connections, need to be addressed, released, and cleansed out of your life. Don't hold on to the past or heavy baggage you've been carrying. Throw it out like yesterday's trash. It's time to move on and bring in some fresh air. And that's kind of what I get from the World card, you know, cycles completed. There are past cycles that completed certain storylines here for you and your person. When it comes to the Divine Masculine, there could have been something unhealthy or toxic going on, and that needs to be a thing of the past. It really does. We have the Divine Masculine also coming in as the King of Swords, which actually is a perfect card coming forward because the King of Swords represents Aquarius. So Divine Feminine, if your masculine represents the Aquarian here, their own energy, it's presenting itself. Now, the King of Swords can sometimes be a very cold energy when it comes to the masculine. They can also be, sometimes they're arrogant. but they're also very loyal in a partnership. They can be fiercely loyal in a partnership. So it's kind of like one of those things where there are ups and downs when it comes to the character of the King of Swords. So if they're ready to commit to the relationship, then I feel ultimately it falls on their shoulders to be able to make this happen. And then we've got the Justice card here representing Libra energy. And for the masculine, perhaps to restore balance in this connection, they have to be truthful with themselves. They need to be able to be truthful with the feminine as to what it is that they're hoping for, what it is that they're willing to put in as far as the work and effort and the partnership. This is also about karmic justice, and maybe for some of you that makes sense when it comes to this masculine. Especially if they did something to create to create a separation between the two of you, and why it is a missed opportunity here. But I'm really feeling for the masculine that there's the opportunity for them to really fix things. All right, so let's explore that. If this resonates with you, let's explore part 2 on the extended side of this reading for my Patreon page there. That link will be down below in the description box if you're interested in viewing that. Otherwise, you can also book a personal private reading with me. That link is down below in the description box as well. All right, Aquarius, I will leave it at that. And that is it for now. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.